What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, my people? This your OG, and I ain't got good news for my ladies, yeah. Trump has hit China of all places with retaliatory tariffs. And you might say, what does that got to do with us, OG? Everything. First, we want to start off with, if you go in your local Walmart or department store, there's basically 3 out of 5 products are made in China. Stores we shop in, stores I shop in. I shop in Walmart. I shop in Sam's Club. I shop in Dollar Generals and Family Dollars, y'all. And majority of the products in there are made in China. Those will affect the black man on top of the oil. And once again, you say, what does that got to do with us? Ladies, Trump is not leaving y'all out. Let's take a guess on who is the #1 hair exporter to the U.S. for black women. I'll wait. Oh, you guessed it. China. It wasn't like I wasn't paying enough for when my daughter wants to get her hair braided. Very expensive, you know. Sometimes the hair is as much as the service. Thank God she has a beautiful hair where it's not a trend where she has the hair braids all the time. Because hair is going to be astronomical. Now, my 13-year-old on top of that, you know, sometimes likes the extension and the braids. She loves her makeup, her glosses and her eye. Now, guess who is the #1 importer to America when it comes to black women cosmetics? You guessed it wrong, not China, Canada. Now, I'm mind to tell you now, this world is going crazy because I can give y'all a little bit of my own madness. I actually set aside, I got rid of everything except for a particular, my #1 flagship commercial property that I bought in my youth, that I opened a successful business with, sent kids to college off of. I still had that property. I let an older black gentleman about my age pay down on it. He all but begged me to trust him to finance it. And I told him, I said, well, to tell you the truth, back in the day, it was financed to me. But I paid 10 years at $385 for it. I told him, give me 10 grand down in 5 years, 60 months. At the same $385, I said, I'll finance it for you. And that'll be enough for the trouble, the fees, and some interest to boot. He agreed to it. Y'all, this fool is over 27 grand into this property. He wants me to just let him call it quits. And he owes me about 9 more months of payments. Now, that's on top of I'm already got a tight budget here at the family homestead. Well, you know, eggs were trying to come down. Trump is not letting anything go down. Everything is going to affect us, people. I don't even know where to cut back anymore. Now I got this old ninja that really I need to be busting his head down to the white meat. Because I'm saying, like, it makes no sense, y'all, because he only has a deed of trust. And the deed of trust is based on a contract that I drew up for me and him. The deed of trust was done by an attorney. So his attorney, he paid for the deed of trust. He presented our contract. If it was anything wrong or illegal or suspicious or whatever, wouldn't you have thought 4 years ago he'd have brought it to my attention? This man that got broke and want to walk away from a piece of property that I'm depending on for my daughter. You can't make this out. And I can't pay for hair neither. In a crazy world, I was watching. I wasn't not gonna go online. I'm watching, and that's crazy. 1 minute Boosie is chopping it up with an older chick, and I guess one of his homeboys in Memphis. I go outside and come back in, and his crew and fam is in the road. He done had an accident. So before y'all hit that like button and I'll let y'all go, we're gonna send our prayers out to the Boosie badass and everybody that was involved. It looked like these people were laid out, y'all. They were laid out. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button, respectfully comment, and subscribe. I'm your OG. I'm out.